Hey, good morning, everybody. I wanted to just make this video about a viewpoint of marriages and what I think about marriages today. Okay, I just scheduled in an appointment to speak to a relationship coach, not really coaching. I just wanted to schedule a time to meet up with her, but I feel like I already have an idea of what type of marriage I'm looking for. Okay, so nowadays people don't take marriage seriously. A lot of people have stayed away from it. So a lot of people have separation issues, divorce issues. But a lot of people talk about the negative things about relationships, but uh, when you, I've been listening to different pastors in my past, and really what a godly marriage really looks like. A godly marriage is one where I feel as though you're able to express yourself, you're able to communicate with that person. You're able to not only communicate with that person, but you're able to openly communicate with that person. Um, a lot of people have, given up on that idea of marriages because they always seem like the toxic view of a marriage and not knowing how to stand up for yourself and uh just people pleasing and things like that. And when you are in a positive environment with a good, marriage, you have healthy boundaries. You're able to stay clearly and stay firmly and able to tell your partner how you feel. And that is one of the biggest things that I feel like a lot of women go through is that they know what they want, but they don't stick it out with their partner long enough to find out if, they can work it out enough. A lot of Christian therapists have done, a lot of research when it comes to marriages. And like I said again, marriages should be based on good value, good communication, and you have to set up your limits of what you deal with and what you tolerate from your significant other. I heard yesterday on Facebook, and I was listening to what this lady was talking about, and she was saying that, her husband and her are no longer like, she doesn't feel like they're going to work out anymore. And things like that, and she was just sounding like she was really unhappy with the marriage. And just a lot of people like deal with infidelity issues, and they're afraid that their husband's not going to really be around for them, and or their husband is working too much, and so they lack intimacy. And so that's what a lot of people deal with marriages. And so it gets a lot more complex, as you would put it. So when you're dealing with somebody who is going to be able to like really be there for you, stick up for you when you need it, like I said in my previous videos all the time, you cannot change a man's perspective of you. The only thing that you can do is learn to accept yourself as who you are, and accepting yourself, meaning allowing yourself to be who you are, regardless of what people say. Because like I said, I could give a damn less what a person thinks and feels about me, because like I said, when you learn to stop people pleasing in relationships, marriages, friendships, whatever you have going on, you know how to deal with that better. You know how to stand up for your guard when things go wrong in a relationship. Successful relationships are based on good friendships, good communication, and understanding. and empathy. Like I said, you don't have to you don't have to please the guy in order to fulfilling his needs into having a good marriage. Like I said, having a successful marriage is having a marriage with somebody who really he cares about you. He's able to accept you. He's able to love you in spite of anything else, because that's what unconditional love is. It's called acceptance. The accepting of yourself, loving yourself more, valuing yourself more, and not just tolerating anything, because a lot of people tend to tolerate. I noticed a lot on Facebook, is that a lot of women tend to tolerate their husbands and their wrongdoings. Yeah, if he's not calling you, if he's not texting you, if he's not doing this and that, that's bad behavior, and you should not be condoning his behavior if he's unavailable to you. You shouldn't be condoned. It's to me, that's unacceptable behavior, especially if you're in a marriage, because your husband should be available to you, to have access to you, to be able to be there for you. And what I mean by access, I mean like having the time to talk to you about things, spending that time with you, to be there for you. That's what husbands and wives should do for each other. It should be about two people coming together. Compatibility should be there. It should be on point. Everything should be together, and it should not be forced, because a lot of people force relationships, they force marriages, and then in the red flags is if the person is telling you that they have already fallen in love too quickly, or they want you to be a part of their lives for years, and you don't even know who they are yet. Those are some red flags, but the green flags is if a guy is willing to be patient enough to understand where you're coming from. That is a green flag, and that should, like I said, that should be developed as a skill set. That a lot of people, that people go through relationship problems, they go through a lot of relationship issues, and they don't address those problems. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until then, take care.